Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage coming at you today with the mass Inferno Dragon attack that I've been using in Legend. No, it's a different base. I've been making that attack with my Rochester base. Which actually, I'll take a moment to tell you a few personal things. If you'll notice, I changed my base name from Trample Damage back to Dewdrop. It's the first video that I've been recording actually since the beginning of the year. The last few I've posted are ones that I recorded prior to the beginning of the year. And I changed this base name back to Dewdrop because I got the base originally from my mom about 6 years ago when she started playing to bond with me. I was 34 at the time. I'm now 40. And over the weekend on the 29th, she actually passed away from coronavirus, and I am grief-stricken and figured why not go ahead and change the base name back to Dewdrop just to provide some kind of, minor homage to my mom in addition to other stuff. And to bury my grief, I am also playing more Clash of Clans and trying to make some videos. So with the depressing piece aside, I'm going to jump in here. The army is 12 balloons with 14 Inferno Dragons and an Electro Dragon. And I do bring a battle blimp full of dragon and balloons. Now what you'll notice here, and I have to promote my channel. Subscribe to my channel and like the video down below. Feel free to comment in the comment section if you have anything to add. What you will notice, and check me out on TikTok. I actually haven't put anything on there for like a month, but I'm going to pretty soon here at some point. So check me out on TikTok also, and tell your clanmates to check out my channel. So you'll notice the weird piece of this attack is it's all air troops, but then 5 skeleton spells. Now the 5 skeleton spells are used primarily to distract the single target Inferno Towers and Archer Queen and Royal Champion where possible, just because the Archer Queen and the Royal Champion and those single target towers can certainly take Inferno Dragons down very quickly. Now, I've been using this attack in Legend League, but I don't find a lot of bases that it works really well against. My favorite bases are 3 single target Inferno Towers and 2 air sweepers that are facing in the same direction so that you can come in behind them. Now, bases with multi-target towers kind of stink because they eat your skeletons really fast, and they tend to cover a lot of parts of the base, so the skeleton spells don't seem to last very long or give you much mileage. So the way that I wind up approaching these bases, I definitely do not come at the air sweepers because Inferno Dragons need time to charge up, so coming in the face of air sweepers is kind of goofy. I tend to use my heroes to funnel one side of the base that sometimes uses my Archer, Queen, King, and Royal Champion. Sometimes I just use my King and Queen and then save the Royal Champ. But what I wanted to do is get to this air defense, which it was going to take a while for my heroes to get to by themselves. So I did bring my Royal Champion in, and then I funnel on the other side with this Electro Dragon. So what I'm trying to do is create this little path right through here for my balloons and Inferno Dragons to just head into the core. So we'll let that get rolling. You can see my Archer Queen picking off some defenses there. The Royal Champion comes in, gets down there to take out the air defense, and then promptly dies to the enemy Archer Queen. And you can see the Electro Dragon did a little bit of work up on the top here, getting rid of a few of these high hit point storage buildings before it went down. Now, I wind up usually putting in all of my balloons first, and I'll usually do either 2 or 3 fingers at the same time, and I'll hit, 2 fingers 6 times or 3 fingers 4 times to deploy my 12 balloons, and then I place my Inferno Dragons all behind them, along with my Grand Warden. Now, I bring 1 rage spell, and you'll see I've already used a skeleton spell. These go quick. I put a skeleton spell right down there next to the Inferno Tower. Now, this Wizard Tower has some of those guys in range, and we'll be able to start shooting at them, but the main goal is to keep the Inferno Tower from shooting at my balloons and my Inferno Dragons. Now, you'll see eventually here, a couple of other, I did 2 skeleton spells there to take care of the Archer Queen, and I put a skeleton spell, you'll see, on this Inferno Tower and also right here in the middle to try to distract the scatter shots. Now, because those skeleton spells pop 3 skeletons up on the very first run, and because they have their armor, it takes a lot of shots from those Inferno Towers to get rid of them, and that often gives my Inferno Dragons an opportunity to catch up in there and get fighting. Now you'll see that battle blimp right here came in behind my troops. I don't put it in right away. I wait until my troops have made some progress into the base so that my Grand Warden's Eternal Tome, as I popped right there, will cover not just my balloons and Inferno Dragons, but get that battle blimp over to the Town Hall where I normally freeze and rage just to take that Town Hall down. And then I have no spells left because I bring 3 free spells just to help, you know, take the scatter shots or an Inferno Tower if the skeleton spells are no longer working. Now you will notice these defensive clan castle troops, it was an Inferno, or no, it was an Ice Golem and a P.E.K.K.A. With 3 Inferno Dragons over there and the poison spell, they'd have been able to handle anything that would have come out of there. So I wasn't worried about that, especially with all these other Inferno Dragons and my Archer Queen and Warden still alive. This attack can be really, really powerful when you are coming behind the air sweepers and when you're able to use those skeleton spells to help distract those single target Inferno Towers. So really, I mean, look at this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 7 or 8 Inferno Dragons still in there along with my Queen and my Grand Warden. Now I used this attack with my Rochester base for 3 days and I think the first attack on the first day was not. So I think I made 22 or 23 attacks and I had 8. Wait, no. Yeah, I had 8 3-stars. But I only want to show a couple of them just to show some of the different types of bases where it works really well. Now this one you'll see the air sweepers are not both facing the opposite direction, but again, it's Legend League and I'm stuck when I had to come in. But it does have 3 single target Inferno Towers, which is one of the more important pieces here because that's what the skeleton spells can really, really help with. So same type of idea here. We're going to wind up using the heroes on one side to create a little bit of a funnel. And heroes, cue the heroes. Oh, I put the Electro Dragon in first. So I got my King and my Queen. 1, 2, 3. Got King and Queen working up top there. I have Electro Dragon working down on the bottom. And all I'm trying to do is create a little bit of pathing, which this Archer Queen, beautiful job here. She takes out these, gets to this air defense before she goes down, helping to create a nice tighter path on this side here. And the Electro Dragon, the goal was to have him take down that Archer Tower and shoot through to take out some of the other stuff. And unfortunately, he was not able to do that. But you can see all of my skeleton spells have been deployed. I put one right here by each of the Inferno Towers, and then I put a second one inside by those hidden Teslas. And what you'll see, 1, 2, 3, in slow motion here, these Inferno Towers are doing nothing but shooting skeletons at this point. And in spite of all the other defenses they're trying to help take them out, they aren't getting to anything. Now I did go ahead and put in the battle blimp and trigger the Eternal Tome. I froze both of those air sweepers, which again, it's great to be able to bring this army in behind air sweepers so that you don't have to spend any freeze spells to take them out. But I had to use 2 free spells there. Went ahead and froze the Eagle Artillery with the 3rd one, and at this point I'm now out of my spells, and I did put my Royal Champion in there on the ground with some of those Inferno Dragons. Rage spell in the middle to take out the Town Hall, and at this point everything is going very nicely according to plan. This one, there was an Electro Dragon in the clan castle, which we'll go ahead and say that made this attack a little bit easier, but whatever else was going to be going on in there, there's a whole bunch of Inferno Dragons in there along with a poison spell that would have taken out, had they been witches or super minions, we'd have been able to take those down as well. Now this, because of how the Inferno Dragons charge up, a lot of times, you'll see the 3 of them getting together and they start shooting at something and then it dies before they really get to show their true power of being able to charge up and waste those very high hit point buildings. But they did nicely. They met in the middle, and then with just 1 Inferno Dragon and Grand Warden there, they collapsed in, took out those last 2 Expos, and delivered the 3 stars. I don't necessarily encourage using this attack for Legend League because there are a lot of bases that you'll get that it's not optimal. They've got 2 multi-target towers, or the air sweepers are positioned in such a way so as to prevent you from funneling nicely and being able to come in. But it's actually a lot of fun to practice with in Legend League just because you get to try a bunch of different base styles. I have been using it in War on, again, like I said, any bases that have 3 single target towers, especially if they're all on the same side of the base and you can come in behind the air sweepers. It's a really good War army to try. That's it for the video today. Again, name change, an attempt to pay homage to my mom. I will continue playing this base proudly and think about her as I attack it. A couple of more stories to share there. When she first started playing, this was back in 2014, so Town Hall 10 was still the highest Town Hall, and I was working in, I think, low Town Hall 9. I had just recently become a Town Hall 9. I've been playing a couple of months, and she told me, oh, I downloaded that game you played, and I went to look at her base, and she had like max walls for a Town Hall 9, and we were on the phone, and it had only been about a week, and I said, how much money did you spend on this? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. So, and then, you know, she joined our clan and started attacking very terribly in war. She's actually the first person I ever saw triple drop a heal spell on the outside when she meant to place a couple of wall breakers. You know, I will definitely miss her. She quit playing a couple years ago because she was feeling too addicted to the game, and so she gave her base to another addict. So I've been playing this account since right around the time Town Hall 11 came out. Anyway, like I said, go ahead and, you know, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop some comments down below, and keep clashing, and, you know, make sure that you tell your family that you love them, and enjoy all the time that you have with them. Guys, have a good one.